We just got to have better starts. We got to play more aggressive, play more energy. I got to play more energy coming out of the gate. It's a team effort thing, and we just got to have our minds right going into games better.
What's the balance like that on your end? I mean, obviously, because you're going to be defending one of the best players, usually the best player. There's obviously the issue with fouls and making sure that, you want to come out aggressive, but you don't want to get yourself in trouble early. Like, how do you balance that and work yourself into a matchup, but also,
Yeah, I mean, I've been trying to toe the line with fouls and being my aggressive self. And, it's been a little challenging, and I just got to, kind of throw that out the window and play more effort, honestly. Like, games like that, if I came up with a better mindset, we have a better start, could have a different result in the end of the game.
There always has to be a little bit of an acclimation process when you've been out for a couple weeks and you come back. Do you feel like your normal self feeling right now?
No, I still got work to make up. We're working and we'll get there.
You played #1 ranked defensive team last game. The next two teams are in the top 5. When you're playing a team like that, you go into the game. What are the additional challenges those matchups provide?
Like I said, we just got to play with effort, energy, hard play. We could beat anybody. So as long as we do those controllables, we'll be fine.
When I asked Rick about, succeeding against those teams, he mentioned your defense, not your offense. Is that where it all starts, getting stopped so you can get out and run?
Yeah, I mean, whenever we get in transition, nobody can stop us. So if we get stops, nobody can guard us.
Were you a little bit like the rest of us, just surprised where Ant-Man came from last night? I mean, you probably couldn't see where he was at and you were attacking the basket.
Yeah, on that final play, I mean, you missed the free throw. Ty made a good outlet pass. I had no option but to attack the rim, in my opinion. In that situation, got to be aggressive. 2-point game, try to tie it. Euro Conley went for the layup, and he made a hell of a play.
I mean, I think every time you play top team in any conference, obviously they're first in the West, so those games are always good because they're gonna bring it, and they have a really solid team. All those games, and I don't think we really need any real motivation anyway at this point in time for the games because every game is important. All those games we got to go in and there's going to be that type of attitude, that type of mentality. It's going to feel like that.
Every team has their strength, but they're #1 in defense, and you're playing 2 more teams top 5 in defense in the next 2 games. What added challenge is a team like that?
No, it's tough. Obviously, really good teams that we're playing against, good defense. Also good offense, from both teams. So it's gonna be tough. But I think that the way we play the game and if we play at our pace and do the things that we do, I think we will be hard to guard for those teams also. So as long as we stay locked in on defense and focus on that and have a good start of games and play the same way, I think our offense will be okay.
Early fourth quarter, Ben, Jarris both on the court making plays. In a big atmosphere, crucial situation, what does it say about their development?
It's great. It's great for them having those guys coming in. They're learning every day. I see them. They're working. I think obviously the best teacher is this time on the floor. To be honest, being out there, being able to make mistakes or have an opportunity to make mistakes, but know that you're going to be out there in the next play. You're going to play hard, and they just give everything that they had. To be honest, and then obviously he's probably had more than Jarris, but both of those guys, are going to be good for a long time. Just got to keep their head down, keep working, and I think their time's going to come.
How did you went down for a little bit in that game after and everything come out of that film?
Yeah, it's all right. I'm okay, man. I'm from the motherland.
I mean, obviously, like you said, they're one of the best defensive teams in the league, so we knew what it was going to be coming into the game. They took us a lot of our first action, so we had to go second and third and play pace after that. And I think that helped us a lot, just building on, obviously we know they're going to start denying Ty a lot more now. And obviously with Pascal, they're going to start doubling him and denying him as well. So everybody else, we got to figure out a way to play around that and figure out how to get to our next action off of that.
You play Orlando, they've played you tough here a couple of different times. As you look ahead to that matchup, even though the lineups and the rotations are a little different than they were, what stands out as a key?
Pretty much we just know how physical the game is going to be. We know the last 2 times they punked us in our home, So our main goal is to go into the road and get a win and make sure that we just try to out-physical them. Like I said, we know around the league that they're one of the most physical teams that we have played this year, and that's just something that we got to be able to play around.
How tough is it to out-physical a physical team?
It's always tough, They got a whole bunch of guys that play hard, a whole bunch of guys that just continue to nag at you and continue to chip at you. I mean, obviously, got a whole bunch of great players as well. So I mean, we know going in is going to be a tough game, but we gotta just be the team that withstands.
Early fourth quarter, you had Jarris and Ben both on the court, both making plays. What does it say about their progression in their rookie season that they can do that?
That's amazing, especially how late in the season is. Obviously with us making the playoff push, it's always rookies always have a tough time finding their way in the league. It's your first year playing in a professional league, playing against grown men, and I think they withstand and held their own for a long time. We all know what they can do. It's just a matter of them going out there and executing to the best of their ability.
You looked really comfortable yesterday. Where do you feel like you are just from a rhythm standpoint?
I'm still trying to find my rhythm. I believe it was like my 5th or 6th game back. Obviously, there's no excuse of you go out there, you got to play hard every time. But at the end of the day, I just got to find my rhythm. Trying to find my shot back and just trying to find ways to be effective for the team.
We've talked a lot about just first quarters getting better. Obviously, you've had 3 kind of rough ones in the last 4. What's the most important thing that has to get better there? I think one thing being just bringing more presence.
Pretty much I think it's just our intensity and our effort. Those things that we can control, and I feel though that's what's getting us behind in the first quarter. And getting the full start. And like I said, our energy just has to be there from the get-go. We're not a team that can just turn it on and switch it on whenever we want. We got to be able to play from start to finish the same way.